apology. Let's turn it around. Have you ever been told that you do not know how to apologize? Did you feel frustrated? Like, I've said I'm sorry, but you will just take it. What else should I do? If you're new here today, my name is Mukwe Fashaki, and I'm very excited to discuss this topic with you today because we could all learn and do better and be better. Our topic for today is the anatomy of an apology, and the inspiration for this topic was an apology I received. It is the most sincere, genuine, tension-dousing, fire-quenching apology I've ever received. Now, this came from a personal relationship that had lasted from my childhood to date, and just like many human relationships, was fraught with all sorts of issues, incessant unresolved issues. At some point, you get to your breaking point and say, enough, I'm out of this. And trust me, I wasn't at that breaking point, I was past the breaking point. In my own Supreme Court of Justice, I was the plaintiff, defendant, everything. The resolution was passed, I hit the gavel, that's it. So here came the apology. When I saw the preview of the message, I thought it was just some defense message or some I'm sorry kind of message. I was going to go in again and say, nope, you don't get an easy way out. Let me tell you to your face, I was boiling. I was ready to go all out and burn the relationship if need be. That was how upset I was. However, when I opened the message, what I thought it was not what I read. What I read was so beautiful. It just instantly took off all the fire I had, took off all the weapons and ammunitions I armed myself with. Was I still upset? Yes, I was. But I could see the sincerity in this person's apology. And though I was still upset, I couldn't form the words to say, hey, now we're good, we are cool, we are not. Emotions were still high. I couldn't deny that this person has done the most I could expect any human to do. So I responded with these beautiful stickers where you hug the person back, when you blow them kisses. Those things come in handy for when your words are insufficient or when your words are inappropriate. Now, what did the apology contain? I took some time to study the message I received. This is exactly how to apologize. Now, let's dissect the apology I received. It had three main components. First, you admit the wrong done and take responsibility for it. So, when you tell people, I'm sorry, what have you said? Sorry for what? People would tend to reply to you with, sorry for what? What are you sorry for? You have to be able to articulate what you are sorry for. And don't let your pride get into the way of you salvaging your relationships, your friendships. I am sorry for calling you an derogatory word, for not returning your call when I promised I'll return your call. I understand how that made you feel, or I can imagine how that made you feel. I don't have any excuses to give, but I was going through a lot. I could do better by communicating that I'm unavailable at XYZ time. That's you admitting what you did wrong and you acknowledging the impact it had on that person. Now, you make a resolution to do better. So when you have said, I apologize, I am sorry for making you feel XYZ due to ABC that I did, what do you say next? I cherish our relationship. I value you. I know you are a good person and your actions are from a pure intention towards me. I promise to do better henceforth. If this situation arises again, what I have learned is to let you know I do not have the capacity to be there for you in this regard. So this doesn't happen again. Do you see that? You have acknowledged what you did wrong, admitted what you did wrong, taken responsibility for your actions, not blaming the weather, the climate, nature, whatever. You are aware of the impact it's made on them. You are not telling them they are overreacting or too sensitive or whatever grammar you have in your repertoire of vocabulary. You're making a resolution to do better. In the place of resolution, you both develop a mutual understanding and have a mutual agreement of how to manage that situation henceforth if it reoccurs in the future. You set expectations, and your friend has their own expectations managed by the commitment you've made with your words. Now, what is the third stage in the anatomy, or the third component in the anatomy of an apology? You express your repentance. This is where you say, I am sorry, I will do better. And you could follow up with demonstrable evidence that you're actually doing better. So if you apologize to someone and said, I'm sorry, I will improve my communication, you begin to improve on that communication. They don't wait on you to call you or send you a barrage of messages back to back and you leave them unread, not acknowledging their messages. That's not repentance. That's not an expression of repentance. In expressing repentance, you're expressing remorse. You're also, where you can, follow up with tokens of your repentance. Maybe you write a note, do them a favor, buy a gift, depending on the gravity of your offense or something. Maybe write them a poem, sing them a song, take them on a vacation, do something nice for them. Now here's where many people put the cart before the horse. They tend to say, I'm sorry, here's a gift. People tend to say, I'm sorry, here's a bouquet of roses. It hasn't done anything. The token of apology does not go ahead of the actual apology and doesn't replace the apology. So you find people say, I don't like this example anyway, but I'm just going to say it because it's practical and I've been in the situation with other people. You find people cheat on their spouses, and after saying some flimsy I'm sorry, you go ahead and book a vacation to appease the spouse, and you wonder why you got back and nothing has changed. Matter of fact, things have gotten worse. The person is still angry at you. Now, I wouldn't recommend applying this conversation to your cheating escapades. I don't think it works that way. But I'm just saying, for regular simple issues, for regular relational issues, where you have to take responsibility for what you've done wrong, for how you've hurt your friend, and forge a way to move ahead together, this works. It works amongst colleagues, with your bosses, with your siblings, with your friends, even with your children. Acknowledge what you've done wrong, admit the impact it's had on them. What they feel is not because they were overreacting, it's because of what you did. You're not responsible for their own reaction, but you're responsible for your action, and you must be able to acknowledge that your action produced the reaction in them. Take responsibility for your own part. Make a resolution to do better, then express your repentance. I would like you to practice this the next time you offend someone, or the next time someone says, what are you sorry for? Sorry for what? Or the next time someone tells you, you don't know how to apologize. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless tears we cry. All because we do not know how to apologize. I have utmost confidence in you that as you begin to implement these simple 3 steps, admitting you're wrong, acknowledging the impact it has on your friend, making a resolution to do better, and expressing your genuine repentance, followed by a token of apology if necessary, you will salvage many of your even damaged relationships. Let me know how it works with you. Do have a lovely day. Bye.